Yeah, hey Zach. Did you guys feel pretty rested, even though it's your second game in less than 24 hours?
You said, do we feel rested?
Yeah, did y'all feel like your
Yeah.
legs were still under you?
Oh yeah. It was good. We really took it light today. Shoot around, made sure to rehab and make sure we were all taken care of for this game.
And you feel like these two games will maybe help you transition back into the Big 12 Saturday?
Oh, no question. Playing back-to-back games like this is, you know, it may not simulate like an actual, I guess, like game streak, but like it'll help us definitely mentally prepare for the Big 12 coming up here in the next couple months.
Thank you.
Next question from Kendall Kaut with Our Daily Bears.
Zach, looked like you all played a little bit of zone look in the second half. What was different about playing that defense, and how did you feel like you all did playing it?
It was good. We play a lot of man. A lot of our defense revolves around man, but we use zone to throw people off, and I think we did a really good job with it. Especially given that we're a really, really long team up front in the guards, and with the bigs down low, it helps a lot.
And Zach, you just completed your first semester of college basketball. What's been different about that compared to high-level high school basketball?
Not much, really. I mean, I played, at prep. We played at a really high level. We played all the best high schools in America, and coming here, it's helped me prepare immensely for this. And this is really just another game for me.
Next question from Andrew Miner with Bears Illustrated.
Hey, Zach, you went 4 for 4 and had double-digit points this afternoon. How do you consider your responsibility and role on the team to make sure that you guys keep the motor going coming off the bench sometimes when you have a big lead already?
I think it's vital. Even though it may seem like it's kind of pointless, I think it's, the coaches hold us to that expectation to come in and perform regardless of who we're playing, how much we're up by, how much time is left. And, I take that personally to make sure see it through.
Yeah, Jordan, the subs have gotten a lot of playing time the last couple games. How much you feel like that's going to help the team overall?
Well, I believe that it would help the team a lot, but at the same time, just staying locked in on the bench and just if I get an opportunity, if I don't get an opportunity, still be the best teammate. So I mean, that's helping the team is me just being a great teammate.
You feel like it was important to get in these two games before getting back into Big 12?
Definitely. Just experience a level. It helps me more. Just having confidence as well. So.
Thanks.
Next question from Kendall Kaut with Our Daily Bears.
Jordan, you went 3 from 3 from beyond the arc today. What have you done to improve your three-point shot?
Not much really. Just getting the shots every day in the gym, and then also my teammates just encouraging me to shoot the ball, and also my coaching staff.
Thanks, Jordan.
Thank you.
Next question from Andrew Miner with Bears Illustrated.
And to build upon that, perfect 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. What have you ever played on a team where basically any guard can just nail it from beyond the arc? I think there's seven of you guys now that can just shoot from anywhere.
Definitely. My high school team, we were pretty. Everybody was good on the team. Everybody could get anything. So we just a lot like us now that we just focus on that defensive end because we know we can get a shot any day, anytime. So.
And because you guys are so good at shooting from the outside, that allows you a lot more options, late in game to go inside, outside. How dangerous is that going to make you guys moving forward in Big 12 play and beyond?
It's definitely going to make us dangerous. Just knowing what you may not know when we go attack, or we may have open teammate because we're just so unselfish. So.
Coach Drew now at the podium. Please use the raise hand function if you'd like to ask him a question. First question for Coach comes from John Werner with the Waco Tribune-Herald.
Scott, you had two games in less than 24 hours. How much did having such a deep bench help that?
Oh, that always helps. But coming back from break, you're either practicing or playing, and I know guys would much rather play a game than be in practice for 2 or 3 hours.
Did you feel like it was important to get in a couple games before we get back into Big 12?
Yeah, again, I thought you schedule two in hopes that you definitely get one in, and we were able to be blessed to play two games and it allowed us to try some things that we'd use in conference and be able to do that against people besides ourselves. So a lot of times in practice, you can't work on things, and in games you can. And then more important than that, we were able to give some guys some playing experience. And all that stuff bodes well and helps you down the line because you never know when your number is going to be called.
Thank you.
Next question from Kendall Kaut with Our Daily Bears.
Scott, you gave a little bit of a zone look in the second half. What does that defense and the opportunity to go to zone sometimes give you all?
Definitely something that that you like to have in your repertoire just in case you need it. And last year it really helped us against Villanova. And again, you never know when you're going to break it out. And that's something that allows you also to practice against zone in practice.
And then you went with the 4-guard lineup with Mark at the 5 to end the half. How do you feel about Mark at the 5 and how that lineup has worked for you all?
Well, again, with the depth that we have in different lineup opportunities, one, you want to know what exactly, and we've used 4 guards quite a bit, and we've used Mark at the 5 before, so we wanted to make sure that we gave that another look. And then the other thing is with injuries and COVID nowadays, everybody's got to be able to play multiple positions, and that allows us, with, again, the league rules, 6 scholarship players you're playing, so you want to have different lineups, different possibilities that you can go to if you need to.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Next question from Stephen Hawkins with the Associated Press.
Scott, obviously you weren't able to get a couple of the big games in you wanted to get in, but how ready is this team for Big 12 play now? And now that's all you're going to be facing.
I know our guys are definitely excited about Big 12 play. I mean, all you got to do is look at top 25, and you see about half the league in the top 12 in the country. So we know how good the Big 12 is, and the experienced guys can tell you each and every night it's a grind and it's a war, and you got to be ready. So I know they're excited for those challenges. In the non-conference, we'd have loved to play the schedule we had put together. At the same time, we were able to play games, and some people weren't able to play as many. So blessed that we were able to play what we played.
Do you think you were able to get out of these 8 games what you needed to get out going into this stretch now?
Oh, definitely. I think everybody in scheduling is pleased to play games. Is it what you exactly intended or what you would have liked? No, because COVID has changed all that. And but at the same time, if we couldn't play the schedule that we put together, this at least got us an opportunity to play games and be ready for the Big 12.
All right, thanks, Scott.
Thank you.
Next question from Mandy Knight with KWKT-TV in Waco.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, it was a little bit of a slower start in the first half, and then you all went on a 9-0 run, up 21-12. Did you tell your guys something maybe during a timeout, or did
magical coaching words? No, I thought Alcorn did a good job coming in and being excited to play. They made some shots. They tried to hold it and not let the game get too up and down, and credit them and their coach for a good game plan. And then I thought our guys did a better job of not gambling, reaching, and settling down and getting stops. And then once we were able to get in a rhythm and a routine, obviously we were able to pull away.
Next question from Kevin Longquist with SicEmSports.com.
Scott, I know you touched on this a few moments ago about the versatility of this team, but when you hit conference play, coaches tend to shorten their bench.
Mm-hmm.
But is this the kind of team, regardless of who you play, that you could go to anyone and you could maybe feel comfortable playing 9 or 10 in a game, whether it's going to be Saturday at Iowa State, OU, West Virginia, whoever?
Well, I think that already came into relevance at Kansas State. You don't have Adam Flagler, you don't have Jordan Turner, and you had LJ and different guys step up. And so with us, it is a blessing to be able to know you can plug in different guys. It's tough as a coach when you have multiple guys that are all capable and then making decisions at the same time. As you stated, when it comes conference time, it's hard to play too many guys because then no one gets in a rhythm. So most teams are going to play 7, 8, 9 guys and not go much further than that. With us, the luxury to know if one or two guys are out with COVID or an injury that you have some experienced players now because they've gotten games under their belt and they've had opportunities to show what they can do. That just feeds into your confidence to put them back in there. And again, with the Big 12 policy being 6 scholarship players you play, you got to make sure that everybody's ready to play if they're called upon. Because if you're one of those 6, that's a lot of minutes.
Yeah. And I would suspect too that for you that in a particular game that you might have to just go on a feel by saying, I've got to just go with these 3 or just these 4 because of the circumstances of how the game is trending.
Most definitely. And then on games when you're not playing well, that at least you know you have other options or possibilities you can go to.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question from Jason King with Sikkim 365.
Scott, a little off topic here and nitpicky, but, Alcorn State into the game today on a 19-7 run. Yesterday, your bottom 3 or 4 guys went 1 of 12. I mean, do you sense these guys are get kind of nervous and worked up when they get in there for those 4 minutes and almost kind of,
Yeah. Well,
too much pressure on themselves?
I think today we really want to get Jackson a bucket. 2 years he hadn't scored, and that was passed on to us. And so we all wanted to make that. And then what happens when you're looking for a guy like Davion, he gets a turnover trying to force something that's not there. I thought Jordan Turner was outstanding. LJ didn't shoot it as well as he's capable, but I think we know what LJ brings to the table. And then Zach, these are valuable minutes and opportunities, 4 for 4, 10 points. And you want to reward guys that help you every day in practice that might not have an opportunity to play again come conference time. And Mark and Jackson are vital to our success. And so some of that, as a coach, it's at the end of the game, it might not finish the way you exactly want it to, but it's important to give those guys an opportunity to give you so much each and every day in practice that for most games don't get an opportunity to play.
And also, just because the masses are demanding to know, any update on the Mark Patterson jersey situation?
I don't know if it's slow mail from Christmas, but it's supposed to be here at some point. So he will have a jersey with his name on the back before long, and that's something that I think the holidays has slowed the delivery down.
Right.
Thanks for that question, though.
Everyone's curious. Thank you.
Next question from Andrew Miner with Bears Illustrated.
Hey, Coach, I was curious where the term share the sugar kind of originated from, if someone made that up, or where you got that from.
Honestly, I don't know. I think it's just something that's been around for a while, and guys have done a good job making extra passes, making right reads, right passes, and again, 34 baskets, 23 of them were assisted. So, and Davion, again, back-to-back games with double-digit assists, which is outstanding.
Right, and I wanted to kind of see if you wanted to elaborate on what impresses you the most about your team's ability to go from a good shot to better to best shot in a sequence.
Well, I think first it starts with the players' unselfishness, character, and playing for others instead of themselves, because you don't get in trouble for taking a good shot, but it's sure nice when we get a great shot. And when those guys are in the position where they're the great guy, they want that ball there too. So I think everybody tries to play the right way. And it's fun to watch when when the ball's moving and people are getting great looks. And when you get great looks, usually you make shots. And today from 3, we 43%, and I don't know if you call that an off night, but that's pretty good.
Sure, and then advancing into Big 12 play again, is there anything that you would want to see the team improve upon as you continue down the road?
Well, statistically, we're pretty good across the board. Right now, it's more a matter of just seeing what we do night in and night out against elite competition, and then from there, find areas we need to get better at. So, feel good going in. We know it's a marathon, not a sprint. And if you stop getting better today, you're definitely not going to be where you want to at the end of the conference. So, we got to get better each and every day.